Hi, everyone. I'm glad you could join us today. We're pretty excited to be working with Bernina Canada in the Hop into Savings event. We think that this program is actually it's pretty simple, but by the same token, we've got some vibrant coloring. It's obviously very seasonal, and we're pretty excited about having this program come up. Before I get too far, I really wanted to talk to you a little bit about some of the stats that are going on outside in the marketplace. Some of the interesting information I came across from eMarketer is that 68% of marketers are increasing data-related marketing, and what that means is that they're picking up information, name, email address, gender, et cetera, et cetera. 49% are using web analytics. As such, your website and your website measuring tools need to be in place. 19% suggest email is the best source of their data. We agree with that considerably. In our marketing, we see that it's a very strong driver, and I'll get to that a little bit later. Additionally, 12% suggest social is the best social customer source of customer data. But what's really intriguing is that 25% are putting more money into social this year, and 19% are considering it. So make that a grand total of about 44% of people are investing in social media. And so as we go through this process and we talk about what we're talking about, I'd like you to consider those two major factors, is that one is email and the other is social. Most advertisers, almost half, are integrating social media information with their other programs. So as you will continue to see marketers integrating social media with the rest of their marketing initiatives. And that's not to suggest in any way, shape, or form that in-store products or other sources of marketing aren't effective, but a good portion of the budgets are starting to be put into what they can actually track and measure. And as well, as you know, if you've been part of our programs before, we at JBM certainly believe that email is the big slice. It's the biggest segment of your marketing, and certainly should be a strong presence in how you communicate with your customers. And why I say that is that I've got some facts associated with email. Email messages, there are 188 billion on a daily basis across the globe. So that's a pretty big number. Web searches, as so Google searches, for example, are at the 3.3 billion level. So 188 billion versus 3.3. Twitter tweets, for example, are 140 million, and Facebook updates are 60 million. Additionally, from your standpoint, and something we need to all keep in mind as marketers, is that email, there are 2.9 billion email addresses that are active and being used. By the same token, Facebook has over about it says 750 million, but I think the latest stats for us are in the 900 million range. So to give you, email is still stronger in accounts by at least 3 to 1. So, and certainly the beauty of email is that we have the ability to get our message into the person on our time frame. So that's a key ingredient in what we are going forward talking about. As you know, the Hop into Savings program is brought to you by Bernina. Our overall goal is to build our brand and ensure that our customers are aware of the Bernina brand. B, we want to drive in-store traffic, and we're doing that with coupons, et cetera, et cetera. The primary driver to this program, again, is email. It tends to react best. We've had some successes with print campaigns and pearls, but we find that email is the most important segment. Any of the other programs that are being offered, I'm sorry, I had to cut out there for a moment. technical difficulties. In any event, what I wanted to make clear is that anybody coming to the website here without a Pearl gets a blank screen. Okay, and why we really encourage you to join our program on the email segment is that if, as a marketer, uh, you provide us with first name, last name, and email address, we pre-populate this area right here, first name, last name, and email address. As such, what you get is you get a flow-through rate of about 55 to 65%. When it comes empty, when the fields are blank, the flow-through rate is about 25 to 35%. So it's a significant drop-off on an empty field versus one with a Pearl. As such, we encourage you to use our email services. As well, if they've been part of the program before, this information may become pre-populated as well. As such, the first name, last name, email address, gender, date of birth, and postal code all come through. As such, the person landing on this page through an email Pearl, all they have to do is say, I agree to the contest rules and privacy. And when they do that, we now have the ability as partners to be able to email our customers, ensure they're aware of what's going on, and keep them abreast of whether it be offers, sales, classes, other events that you may have. So it's important to us. Again, we've all seen this before. Our next step comes into the coupons, and again, Bernina Canada has some pretty good offers. We've got a $10 off value pack, and then we have a 25% off any accessory up to $200. So they can choose one of those two coupons, and then naturally go to the next step. And again, this is our where we're going to try and gather some data for that we can use. So as such, we encourage you to like the Bernina on Facebook page. What would encourage you to like, and these are their options. Okay, in this case, I'm going to say contests, and I'm going to say exclusive deals. On the next step, we want to say how often, just so this will give us a sense of how serious they are. I'm going to pick, 1 to 4 times a week. I'm a little busy at times, that's for sure. Additionally, we're going to try and pick up what kind of projects they're working on. So, are they fashion projects? Are they home decor? Are they crafters or quilters? This will help us in future marketing initiatives, because now we can start to direct our messages to different people. So if it's a fashion person, we can sort of direct them in one way, whereas quilters and embroiderers may get a different message. They may actually land on the same page, but they get an initial offering that could be different. They might get a different subject line in an email, that kind of thing. Those are the kinds of things when we talk about data and what we're trying to do longer term. These are some of the things that we want to get information on. And again, we're just going to ask them some questions. We are hoping to, we have been in talks with Fabricland a little bit. We are hoping to do something with these folks over the next little while. So we're crossing our fingers with that. There's, I guess, for most of you are well aware that Fabricland has a pretty strong presence in most markets. Our next step here takes us to the sharing. And the next part of this process is the sharing. And as such, you can see here, we have the opportunity to share with Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and email. We found it kind of interesting, the last program, 65% shared with Facebook, and about almost 15% went through the LinkedIn process. So kind of unusual for our demographic. But in any event, the sharing goes through like this. And as you can see, I can write any message I like here. Hey, don't miss this great event. And I can share that link. Additionally, I can share it on Twitter. And again, I have to log in here if I haven't been logged in. And as you can see here, and I can say, hey, don't miss this. as well. I can share it on LinkedIn, and email as well is an effective driver for many. And as you can see there, and I can send that email off, and off it goes to our people. Now I want to complete the process. We can download the flyer here. The segment here, we can download the flyer, or we can go get our coupon. So we have the ability to do that. And obviously, we thank them for entering our program. So we're very excited about that. And as you can see, we get our coupons here. We can print them out, which is a file print, and then we can go back to sharing. We can take them to a number of pages, but sharing is very important to us because it allows us to reach out and touch somebody. So everybody has, on average, they have over 140 friends. I think the latest number was 180. And everybody on those friends lists are not sewers for sure, but I would suggest if you're a sewer, you have a few like-minded individuals who join you in that segment. So trying to get that process out is critical. So, okay, so that runs through the program. As you know, you've seen it before. We're pretty excited. We hope that the nice light, vibrant coloring will assist us in engaging your customers as part of the process. For your usage, we've included a dealer sheet, and the dealer sheet has all the information you would like to have part of it. So I'll just run through it with you. You can download a PDF copy of the dealer sheet itself. There's an English and French. You can scroll through here and you can see, what the offers are. There's access to the site itself. If you need a link, there's the access to the BERNINA Canada site. We will talk about that a little bit. The site, the coupons, there's the brochures, and that brings us to another point. The brochures are underway along with the ballot boxes, machine tags, and some ballots. You would be happy to know we acquired almost 4,000 ballots on the last program, which is pretty significant, as it accounted for almost 20% of our overall gathering. So it was pretty instrumental. Additionally, we have our contest emails. So we have an intro template, and you can find the code here. So if you'd like to do the email programs yourself, you're welcome to do so. As I said, we're happy to engage you. We have over 20 dealers who've been part of a previous program, so we have accounts set up and are ready to go. All we would need is your updated email address, and we'll go through the process and do some testing. However, if you prefer, certainly you can do it here, and the code is available to you. Okay, there's the program template for the second version of the email. We will personalize these for you, so if you like what you've got, we were happy to come in and personalize the emails for you. To give you a sense of how we're approaching the BERNINA Canada list, we are actually deploying these 6 emails. There's an intro, a program on the 7th, one on the 28th, noting the skinning, one on the 6th, outlining the 3 machines, obviously a last chance. We seem to think that has a great thing, and then at the end of the program we'll have that. So as you can see, there'll be 6 emails. You can participate in that program, and we're happy to do so. We're happy to sign an NDA along with that. Just as additionally as well, there's a Facebook tab, and there's some instructions here on how to pin an image to the front of your page. We'd like very much for you to do that. We will be supplying you a bi-weekly update with images that you can pin to the front of your Facebook page, and we really urge you to do that. Part and parcel of making this program a success in the longer term and ensuring that we have access to our clients as a group is to ensure that we engage them. So it's very important to do that. Additionally, we also have the ability on the BERNINA page, which I'll show you in a minute. There's a process here. You can go and grab the image and actually make a tab on your Facebook page. So I will bring you here, and you will see there's the tab that I'm talking about. And if you click on that, you will see that they can actually opt into our program right inside the Facebook program. So, and again, you can see because I filled in the information, it's pre-populated. So that's pretty good. Most cases that won't be the case on Facebook, but as you can see, it gives us a real opportunity to build our engagement. Facebook engagement accounts for about 15% of the program, so obviously the more we can get there. I do have Christian available who will help you along the way if you need some assistance. I will provide that information to Martin, and Martin will send you a recap along with the video recording of this webinar. Additionally, we'd like you to use our ads. We have ads here available to you along with the code. You can upload those to your website. They're pretty self-explanatory. We have flyer banners as well, so if you'd like people to be able to download a copy of the flyer, it's right here. All you have to do is drop it into your website. I can't encourage you enough to ensure that your customers are aware of the program and that they are aware that there's an opportunity not only to save some money, but to engage with us on a longer period of time. So that's it.